Assalamualaikum. A divorced man does not need more motivation. He needs motion. Because right now, your mind is loud, your chest feels heavy, your sleep is broken. And if you stay still long enough, your pain will start looking for cheap exits. Scrolling, adult video contents, junk food, anger, bitterness, self pity. Give me a few minutes and you will understand how to rebuild your strength in the next 30 to 90 days without relying on motivation. I'm going to show you what actually works when your life collapses and how to turn pain into discipline instead of destruction. Before we go deeper, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook in the description. It's not motivation, it's structure. Because when your emotions are unstable, you don't need inspiration. You need a system you can follow even on your worst days. That's exactly what that playbook gives you. Now, let me take you somewhere most men avoid because this is where everything starts to change. After divorce, there's a phase no one talks about. You are not fully destroyed, but you are not stable either. You wake up, but you don't feel like moving. You think, but your thoughts go in circles. You want to improve, but you don't execute. That's where I was, and I made the same mistake most men make. I tried to think my way out of pain. Didn't work because the truth is this. Your body is the first battlefield, not your thoughts, not your emotions. It's your body. I realized something simple but brutal. If I don't move this pain upward, it will find a dirty channel. And when it does, it becomes scrolling, adult content, emotional eating, bitterness, overthinking the past. So I stopped trying to heal emotionally first. I rebuilt physically. And slowly, everything else followed. So here are 7 habits that rebuilt me and why they work. Not theory, because this is lived. Habit number 1. Sleep became my first win. I was tired but couldn't rest properly. That made everything worse. Emotionally reactive, mentally foggy, spiritually disconnected. So I stopped treating sleep like something optional. I treated it like a part of my mission. There were nights I didn't feel like sleeping early. Mind was racing, but I forced structure. Same timing, less stimulation, no late night nonsense, and slowly mornings stopped feeling like defeat. Look, if you wake up already tired, you will lose most battles before they begin. The second habit is walking pulled me out of my head. Here's what I mean. My thoughts were looping. Same story, same regret, same replay. So I started walking daily, 30 to 45 minutes, preferably after Fajr prayers with the sun on my face. No music sometimes. Hey, I'm just a human. At first, it felt pointless, but after a few days, something shifted. My thoughts stopped attacking me. They started flowing. Because walking clears what scrolling on the handphone clogs. The third habit is mobility. It removed hidden stress. I didn't realize how tense my body was. Shoulders tight, jaws tight, breathing shallow. That's not just physical, that's emotional tension stored in the body. So I began to do daily stretching, opening up the hips, spine, chest. Your 5 daily prayers are already built in movement and reset. Treat them like training sessions, not just rituals. The first time I did it properly, I felt lighter. Not stronger, lighter. Because you are not just mentally stuck, you are physically locked. Habit number 4, weight training. Rebuild my identity. I felt weak, not just physically, but internally too. So I began 3 to 4 sessions a week, full body workout, controlled reps, progressive overload, no ego lifting. I got to admit, first few sessions, I wasn't impressive, but I showed up. And something changed. Every repetition became proof. Proof that I can handle resistance again. You don't think your way into confidence, my brothers. You build it. The 5th habit is cardio. It gave me balance. I had no engine, easily drained, easily overwhelmed. So I began to do zone 2 cardio for calmness and high intensity interval training for intensity. So there are some days I needed peace, slow, steady movement. Other days, I just needed fire and go crazy. You need both calm control and controlled aggression. Habit number 6 are NSDR, non-sleep deep rest, made famous by Dr. Haberman. It taught me to stop fighting ghosts. The problem was I was always on, even when resting. My mind was still fighting. NSDR, or non-sleep deep rest, about 15 to 20 minutes of guided body relaxation. Lie down, close your eyes, just breathe with intention, no music, and scan your body visually. At first, it felt like doing nothing, but that nothing fixed something deep. A man who cannot rest will eventually escape. And finally, the 7th habit is diet, of course. It stabilizes everything. When there's an energy crash, let me tell you, it's the same as your discipline collapse. What do you need to do? Simple. A structure that includes 1 gram of protein per pound of body weights. Eat whole food. Cut the sugar and seed oils that crash your energy. Once I stopped eating like I was escaping, I started feeling stable. Look, your food fits either your discipline or your weakness. I'm going to tell you why 30 to 90 days actually matters. Here's where most men get it wrong. They expect results too fast. Well, let me tell you, during the first 3 days, you will feel something. Not visible, but you can feel it's real. By the 30th day of doing this consistently, you will start to think this is an internal war with yourself because your old version is fighting back. Between the 30th to 60th day, it becomes normal. You stop negotiating and you just go through the routine. By the 2nd month of 60 days to 90 days, people start saying it. But the real shift, you trust yourself again. Here's the brutal truth most men avoid. If you don't channel this pain physically, you will find a dirty channel. And you already know where that leads. So don't lie to yourself. Pain will either become discipline or destruction. This is not about ego. This is amanah. Your body is not yours to destroy. It was given to you. So I didn't rebuild for revenge. I rebuilt because I refused to let heartbreak turn me into a weaker servant, a weaker man. So, let me tell you, here's the framework. It's nothing complicated. Sleep like it matters, walk daily, 30 to 45 minutes after Fajr, train with discipline, 3 to 4 times of weight training with cardio, then move your body out of tension, and treat prayers as movement reset. Build your cardio engine and reset your nervous system. Remember the NSDR? Find out more. Eat like a man rebuilding. So that's it. Repeat. even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. So let's recap. You don't need motivation first, you need motion. You don't fix emotions directly. You stabilize the body and the mind follows. You don't escape pain, you convert it. 30 days will build resistance. 60 days builds identity, and 90 days shows evidence. If this hits you, then you already know you've been trying to think your way out. Now it's time to move your way forward. And before we end, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook below because structure beats emotion every time. And if you're serious about rebuilding, subscribe to this channel and tell me in the comments, are you choosing discipline or are you still letting pain control you? Be honest, because that answer will decide your next 90 days.